Imagine walking onto an airport tarmac and seeing every single international flight grounded indefinitely. That's the reality as global energy markets brace for oil to hit $300 a barrel. This global paralysis wasn't supposed to happen. US and Israeli military planners originally sketched out a swift, overwhelming campaign. Their strategy was to execute a surgical strike, enforce a naval blockade, and watch the target regime collapse in exactly 48 hours. The operation kicked off with a decapitation strike. A targeted assassination successfully eliminated Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, a move intended to sever the head of the state and throw its command structure into total chaos. Military planners banked on technological superiority to deliver a clean outcome. By focusing on the decapitation of the leadership, they overlooked the mobilization of the state's secondary command structures and the resulting regional escalation. The immediate government collapse they banked on never materialized. Instead of fracturing, the regime absorbed the blow and instantly elevated Mustafa Khamenei to supreme leader, stabilizing their ranks within days. The US responded by unleashing an immense volume of firepower. Over the first 40 days, they launched more than 2,000 airstrikes, deploying advanced assets like the B-2 stealth bomber to pound military infrastructure. Yet, as the bombs fell and naval ships locked down the coast, the expected structural collapse didn't happen. The state's core infrastructure held together. The 48-hour timeline evaporated. The conflict settled into a multi-year war of attrition, characterized by high-cost air sorties meeting decentralized, resilient ground defenses. The cracks in the US strategy became undeniable when Reuters reported on a leaked CIA assessment delivered to the Trump administration. The intelligence was blunt. The naval blockade was failing, and the targeted nation had resources to endure the pressure for months. This map shows how they bypass sea restrictions. While US vessels lock down the Gulf, an active 1,000-kilometer pipeline flows uninterrupted toward China. They also executed a financial pivot, abandoning the dollar and trading oil in Chinese yuan to bypass Western institutions. When a nation builds a fortress economy equipped with alternative supply chains, it can neutralize the most powerful naval blockades on Earth. While the blockaded economy held its ground, a very different kind of breakdown was happening inside the Israeli Defense Forces. The IDF army chief delivered a desperate address to the Knesset, warning their military structure was rapidly melting away due to critical manpower shortages. Citizens are flatly refusing the draft. Many are fleeing the country entirely, while others use religious exemptions as a shield to avoid the front lines. This panic stems from the failure of their expensive interceptor systems. Troops watched as cheap drones and hypersonic missiles bypassed defenses, leaving them exposed. A military can possess the most advanced technological firepower on the planet, but it becomes useless the moment the psychological will of its society breaks. Unable to match American naval power ship for ship, the adversary changed tactics. They decided to expand the zone of pain, targeting regional US allies to raise the cost of the war. They launched calculated drone and missile strikes directly against infrastructure in the United Arab Emirates, dragging theoretically neutral ground into the crossfire. By hitting vulnerable oil refining centers and industrial ports, they sent immediate shockwaves of panic across global energy markets. This asymmetric strategy focuses on creating an unsustainable economic burden. By targeting the energy security of regional partners, the adversary forces those allies to weigh loyalty to the US against their own industrial survival. Behind closed doors, Washington delivered an impossible 5-point ultimatum. They demanded the handover of all enriched uranium and completely refused to offer a single dollar in war reparations. Tehran rejected the terms outright. They publicly stated their readiness to endure a prolonged, grueling conflict rather than capitulate to American demands. Pakistan launched frantic diplomatic efforts, sending top ministers to mediate between the powers in a desperate attempt to prevent a broader regional collapse. But those talks hit a dead end. Diplomacy falls apart when neither side respects the other's staying power in a war of attrition. As the US got bogged down, global rivals capitalized on the distraction. China stepped into the power vacuum, formalizing their influence by appointing a special envoy to handle the crisis directly with the regime. Simultaneously, Russia issued a stark public warning to Washington, emphasizing the catastrophic consequences if the U.S. military launched any further strikes in the region. The conflict demonstrated that advanced weaponry has diminishing returns against a prepared, decentralized opponent. In a modern war of endurance, strategic success is determined by a society's capacity to absorb sustained economic and physical cost.